The other night, while I was sitting in my living room area and looking out towards the horizon, I noticed strange colors glowing softly in the sky. At first, I thought it was my eyes playing tricks, but then the lights began to move. Within minutes, my phone started buzzing. Friends were posting photos and videos on social media, all saying the same thing. Northern lights are over there in our town. It was unbelievable but true. The aurora had reached and visible in our own city also. Without wasting a moment, we jumped into the car and drove nearly 50 kilometers outside town, heading towards a darker, higher spot where the city lights would not disturb the view. And then came the moment we will never forget. As we stepped out into the cold night, the entire sky looked alive. Waves of colors slowly appearing, curving and spreading across the darkness. At first, the northern lights looked like soft green ripples rising gently above the horizon. Then the colors deepened, turning into the bright shades of pink and purple, as if someone was painting the sky with glowing brushes. The lights moved like curtains in the wind, bending, twisting and stretching from one end of the sky to the other. Sometimes they faded, sometimes they burst into bright streaks, but every second felt magical. Watching the northern lights from near the Canadian Rockies felt like standing under a living sky. It was peaceful, beautiful, and almost impossible to describe. But moments like these make us realize how incredible nature truly is. The story of Northern Lights starts thousands of years ago when people looked up at the cold night sky and saw colors moving like living fire. They had no science, no answers. So they made stories. Many groups made their own stories. Some called it a bridge to heaven, some said it was a spirit's dancing, and others believed it was a warning of danger. Some believed they were messages from the gods. Others thought they were warnings of war. The sky felt alive and people felt small. Old writings from the north, countries like Norway and also Iceland and another country like Canada, show that people saw these lights long before modern science. They drew them in books, carved them on stones, and shared stories around fire. For them, the lights were mystery and fear at the same time. Today, we know the northern lights are not magic or danger. They are a natural light show made by the sun. Every second, the sun throws tiny charged particles into space. This flow is called the solar wind. When the solar wind reaches Earth, it doesn't hit the surface directly. Our planet has a strong magnetic field around it, like an invisible shield. This shield guides the solar particles towards the north and south poles. When these particles hit gases in the sky, like oxygen and nitrogen, they create colors. Oxygen makes green and sometimes red. Nitrogen makes purple or blue. This mix of colors forms the northern lights, also called Aurora Borealis. The lights shine best in winter months because the nights are long and dark. The sky stays clear and cold, which helps us see the glow very clearly. The northern lights also become stronger and more frequent during high solar activity. This happens in 11-year cycle called the solar cycle. During the solar maximum, the sun produces more storms, so the lights are seen more often. The best places to see the northern lights are near the Arctic Circle. This includes northern Canada, areas around Alaska, countries like Iceland and also Norway, and for sure in some parts of Sweden and close neighborhoods of Finland. These places have long dark nights and strong magnetic activity. One of the top viewing zones is called the Aurora Oval. It is a ring-shaped zone around the North Pole where lights appear most often. If you stand in this zone, your chances of seeing the lights is very high. In Canada, top places where you can see the northern lights more clearly include Yellowknife in the Northeast Territories, Whitehorse in Yukon, and Churchill in Manitoba. These towns have clear skies and almost no light pollution. In Norway, the city of Tromsø is famous for strong aurora displays. In Iceland, almost any place away from the city lights give a good view because the whole Iceland sits under the auroral zone. The best time of night to see the northern lights is usually between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. During these hours, the magnetic field of Earth is most active and the sky is darkest. Scientists also use satellites to study the northern lights. These satellites measure solar wind, magnetic fields, and charged particles. Their data helps predict aurora activity so people can plan their trips. The colors of aurora depend on altitude. Green appears around 100 to 250 kilometers above Earth. Red appears higher, around 300 kilometers and above. Blue and purple appear lower, around 80 to 100 kilometers. Today, the northern lights are not just a natural show. They also help scientists understand space weather. Strong solar storms can affect satellites, power lines, and radio signals, so studying the lights helps protect modern technology. For travelers, seeing the northern lights is a dream experience. It needs a dark sky, clear weather, low pollution, and a bit of patience. If all factors match, the sky explodes with moving waves of green, purple, and red. The northern lights remind us how big the universe is and how the sun and earth are connected. What once felt like a mystery now has a beautiful scientific explanation, but the magic feeling remains the same. And with this story, we try to open a small window into the great mystery of the northern lights, a wonder that once confused our ancestors, but today stands explained by science, yet still feels otherworldly every time it appears. These colors in the sky remind us how powerful, how beautiful, and how strange our universe can be. Thank you for watching this video on our channel Ultimate Images. Your trust and your time means everything. Stay curious, stay inspired, and until we meet again, keep your eyes on the sky.